In 24 hours, we will find out. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. It seems like it's going to 100% happen. I'll explain what's going to happen. What are we going to find out? The crypto market has come back a little bit after falling off. Some assets even went into green. We're going to talk about what can we learn from this movement that we have seen here today. What can we anticipate going forward? All I ask is to give me a beautiful smile. Smash that like button. I think we should, try to get here at least 1,000 likes on this video. I know it's easy peasy for you guys. Are we at 1,000? Check. You could be the 1,000 like or the first, right? You don't know. And now everybody's favorite part, the Shiba shake. So currently we are seeing, as you can see here, we're seeing mixed green and red. If we go and we look at Shiba Inu, you can see Shiba Inu is currently at 0.402616, down 2.5%. It even was in the green here a few hours ago when it crossed the 2,700 range, but since then has pulled back a little bit. So as the rest of the crypto market, you can see Bitcoin went up to 65,000 and then pulled back a little bit. And Pepe was even up 8%, right? But for the most part, right, we are seeing Shiba Inu come back, right, from the dip. So if we go here with Shiba Inu and we look at the low point here, it's up 8%. So the market continued to be volatile. We continue to see a movement here where on the 4-hour went all the way to the top of the stochastic full, came down to the bottom, right, again, and now we're seeing it rise to the top. And you can see here we rose on the 1-hour to the top, and now we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. So for the most part, Shiba Inu is behaving inside the realm of probability. It's behaving with a sprinkle of algos right on top of it. We can see that the algos are manipulating Shiba Inu in a blatant way, but we are getting very close. Now, interestingly, the meme coin weekly trading volume hit nearly 80 billion this week, either a local top or a new paradigm, right? We saw, of course, in the beginning of March, where there was massive trading, but now we are seeing the others kind of show a little bit of the face. You can see Shiba Inu the first week. Shiba Inu is the gray, right? It had some trading, but then most of the trading in the second week of March was Shiba Inu, right? And Pepe was a lot smaller volume-wise, right? And we saw Doge also have a nice volume, and Bonk also volume. But for the most part, the most volume here out of the 80 billion was 25 billion of Shiba Inu in the first week, right? The third week will be interesting to see, as if we get another one, what will we see? So the question is this the top, right? Or is this just the beginning, right? And you can see Shiba Inu didn't have that much trading until the past few weeks, right? So that's very interesting. Now we're in this moose market here, right? It's a bear and a bull. We're up and down, up and down. There is a lot of still volatility, but that's just part of it. And tomorrow, right, especially we're talking about how we entered the danger zone this morning here with the crypto market, and Shiba Inu is being affected by that. But we also have the Fed, right? And the Fed, we are now 24 hours out from a long anticipated March Fed meeting. Remember, after the March meeting, only in May will they meet again. So then we're going to have 2 months of thinking what's going to happen. Odds of interest rate cuts are down just to 1%. Three months ago, markets saw 90% chance of interest rate cuts would begin this month. So if we go back to the end of the year of 2023, we're talking about the first interest rate cut to be in March. Now that's not going to happen. And odds of it happening in May are only 7%. 2 months ago, markets saw a base case with rate cuts at every Fed meeting this year beginning at March. So there was an anticipation of 6. Now we don't know if we're going to get 1. If we go to the probabilities, you can see it's 100% probability that we are going to see no change, right? So everybody is 100% sure, even before the Fed has talked about the fact that we're going to see the interest rates stay where they are, with a 97% that nothing's going to happen in 2 months, right? And let's see June. June is up in the air. So right, we're seeing a 60% for June that we see a reduction, but still 40% that we stay put. If the next few CPIs, right, and July is probably also a reduction, but it's based on what happens in the next two meetings. If we see bad CPI happening and we see a continuation of this, then the Fed just might pause. The only thing that could affect this here is that it's an election year in the United States of America. Now, I saw today that in Canada, for example, inflation is going down. So could be that the US government needs to look at itself internally and see why is inflation actually going up in the US. But it is an election year. And if we take a look, the stock market has gone up significantly in the past few months, right? The crypto market is up. And if we take a look, usually historically in an election year, the markets usually do good. Why? Because the reigning president will usually do things that will benefit the markets. So then he can stand on the debate stage or in interviews and say, hey, look how amazing the economy is doing. The stock market is up, right? People are making money, right? And this is usually what happens. So they'll do as much as they can to make it easy for the markets to go up. And because people know this, they buy and it goes up. Right? It's like the chicken and the egg, right? Is it because it's an election year and the president's doing good things that it's going up? Or is it because people think that it's an election year, so they start buying and then it goes up, right? It's the same kind of thing with the halving, right? People thought, oh, we're getting close to the halving, Bitcoin ETFs, right? And they started buying. Did it go up because of, or because people thought it would go up and then they started buying, right? That's the market. And for someone that doesn't understand the market, that's the market in 2 cents, right? And so that's what happens many times. If you have an anticipation that something's going to go up, then people start buying, or anticipation that something is going to sell off, like we are seeing with this Fed meeting, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see where we go from here. And the fear was yesterday 79, but I know in 5 hours it will be interesting to see where we are. Are we at 75? Does this kind of comeback that we've seen here back to 65,000 for Bitcoin, does that erase some of the fears? Like if we would have been at 62,000 when this updates, then probably we would be around 72, maybe somewhere around that range, where we were when we dropped down to 60. So it will be very interesting to see what happens here in the next few hours with Shiba Inu. Don't forget to smash that like button and check out the links in the description down below. I reduced some of the prices in the swag shop, right? The Moneymaker swag shop. I don't know, the prices were very high. I didn't even realize. I don't know, they must have hiked it on me and I didn't realize. So I reduced a lot of the prices. Go check out, see if anything interests you there. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.